is to get with, a solid foundation with a few artists that I can specifically engineer for, and work with them throughout their entire career, to kind of be their go-to engineer for their mixing and stuff like that. Reason being is because people like, Young Guru stayed with Jay-Z forever. He's actually one of my mentors as well. Like, I look up to, I've met him and stuff like that, and just his whole aura is just amazing to me. He went to Omega Studios. I wanted to go to Omega Studios to actually go to school and learn engineering, but at the time it didn't fit in what I had going on, so I couldn't attend that school.
Okay. And in terms of just music, is this, you're just looking to just mix down when it comes to just musical tracks, or you're trying to also take on, I would say, like media in terms of, like, are we trying to do Hollywood too as well, scores?
Yeah, definitely do scores. One of the things, I want to do a big motion picture. I want to help, other composers and stuff like that, kind of be that guy, even if it's just doing voiceovers or doing Foley to actually put the music together, or the sound effects and stuff like that for big motion pictures and stuff like that, commercials, voiceovers, because everything in this world is audio. When we speak, it's audio.
Okay. And so far, since you've been working, I mean, you definitely talked about putting in your hours and your time. Now, what has been one of the, like, give me a few moments that stand out to you as points where you really got a chance to sit down there and say, you know what, I'm progressing as an engineer. Like give me a few moments that really struck, like, just stepped out to you and you were like, you know what, I think I'm a real, like it's starting to happen.
Right. One of my main things, what I do is at least once a month, I go back and revisit something that I've done early in that month or previously, to kind of get a scope of where I'm at. One of the things that I definitely learned in this industry or any industry, you definitely have to evolve yourself or gain knowledge. You never stop learning. So by you going back and seeing where you come from, it's kind of like my grade book, if that makes any sense. And then I'll grade myself and say, okay, I'm at an A, or I'm at a B, or I'm at a C. This project, I did a D. I need to bring this up to an A, and I'll revisit it, redo it, even if the project is already released, and see what I can do better and what I can do faster.
Okay. Well, you know what? I like to ask artists, producers, engineers, like, this is one of the few questions I always ask. And I say you could put happiness there, whether it be like success. Now, are you better? Is it easier to have or be when it comes in terms of your process? Like, are you happier? You rather be productive, or you rather, how can I say? Because I don't want to throw the question off. But is it being or having? How do you, like? What do you see the differences in that in terms of your field? Like, is it better? Are you? I want to be able to tell you the question in a better way. Is it better, like? Let me see. In terms of because you're an engineer, so isn't an engineer aspect, what I think of, because I'm a writer, so I always wonder with you guys, is it better to be rather than have in terms of that knowledge? Because I know a lot of people that have taught themselves self-taught, but I know I got others that, like, they always say it's more better to know the technical aspects too. So what do you personally think?
Right. I mean, it's good to know the technical aspect of certain things. Don't get that wrong. I'm kind of like, growing up, I kind of had both sides of it. I had the street side and I had the business side.
Dope.
So I had, multiple people on different sides, which helped me out a lot. So I would say, for me personally, it would to be the knowledge. So I can share it with other people and always paying it forward. The people that motivate me and that mentor me today, they love to share knowledge. That's why they're doing what they're doing today. So they passing on that information to me, so who am I to say and hold on to that information if I can't pass it on to someone else? So, it's to gain as much knowledge as I can, and always continuously try to evolve as an engineer, a person, in general, and then pass it on to someone else, and then give them the reins to say, hey, this is what I learned, elevate from this, or an easier way.
Perfect. And one last question. In terms of, like, your dream, like just the dream record you wish you could have just been able to put a Midas touch on, what would have been that record you wanted to mix down if you could have mixed down?
Man, it would have definitely had to be that new Jay-Z record.
Which one?
The new one, the 444.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even want to even touch the record, to be honest with you. I just would want to be in a room. It has a vibe to it that speaks a story. You know, it brings you back to, like, you know, I was born in the '80s, so, you know, it brings you back, like, man, like that sound. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, like, these kids that's coming up, they have a new sound, and I appreciate the sound. It's different than what I'm used to, and I'm not knocking them for doing what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it's not something that I'm not used to. It's just like, you know, our grandparents are used to a certain record. So when they used to hear our music, the hip hop we used to listen to, or the, you know, R&B we used to listen to, oh, what's this nonsense? It's the same thing.
Oh, say less, say less. It's definitely facts, brethren. Yeah, yeah,
you know, that's pretty much really it. You know, just I would tell anyone to just keep evolving, gain as much information that you can from anybody. You can walking down the street and get inspiration. Use it to your best ability.
All right, and before we even leave out, I just want you to sign off. Let them know where can they find you, just in case they want to come and get this record mixed down, and they want to make sure it's in the right hands, because you definitely seem to know what you're doing. Where can they find you at, homie?
You can check me out on all social media platforms at Noisework. My personal Instagram is IM_NOIZE. That's what they call me, Noise. You could Google me, Noisework, and then you'll find me. You can get in contact with me. Booking at noisework.com. That's pretty much it.
There you go, man. Blessings. I appreciate you taking your time out and giving them just the insiders, you know what I'm saying? And one more time, just give them one more time and let them know where to find you at. Because homie definitely he's in here mixing, man. He's mixing. He's definitely know what he's doing. He's going in depth, giving you guys the best, most knowledgeable pattern, the mixes of what to do, how to get everything staged. He's trying to help you build. So just let them know one more time where they can find you at.
You can find me at noisework.com. And my social media for my Instagram is IM_NOIZE.
Okay, thank you very much, bro. Have a great one, okay?
Hey, thanks for checking out this video. The real point of Artists Up Next is to challenge you to work with us to get you 1,000 fans over this next year. Yeah, 1,000 people buying, listening, and telling the whole world about what it is that you're doing. Are you up for it? The choice is pretty clear. You can click the link below this video and start on the process of taking over the world, getting your music heard, and making your dreams a reality. Or you can continue running around in circles and living a boring life. The choice is pretty simple. Click the link below and make your dreams become a reality. Let's get to work. We'll talk to you soon.